Hello Magento developers! This will be a quick tutorial in Magento 2, and in this lesson I will teach you how to change the zip or postcode validation that Magento performs while in checkout. So first let's look at the problem. We are in the checkout and here you have a postcode field. Enter some value, and when the field loses focus, Magento performs a validation, and if this field is invalid based on the regular expressions defined in the system, it will show you this message. So if we correct this, Magento performs the validation again and everything is correct now. But sometimes you want to change the regular expressions and it's completely fine if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without a space. So how do we go about it? First, let's look at the module that is responsible for the validation. We can find it in vendor Magento module directory, and there is a file in etc directory called zipcode.xml. It is a list of zip nodes defining the country code and its pattern. Some countries have only one pattern, while other countries have multiple patterns. Let's search for Slovakia, and you see that it should be in the form of 1, 2, 3, space 4, 5. There are countries, for example US, that have multiple patterns that are valid. Okay, so this is very easy, and all we need to do is define our own pattern. So for this we will use our module, and actually I will use a module that I defined in some of the previous videos. It will be Pibritka design module. Here in the etc directory I need to create a new XML file called zipcodes.xml. Please make sure you create this XML file inside a module and not inside a theme, or it won't work. First we need the config node, and this config node is based on the zipcodes.xsd schema, and then we can go inside the module directory zipcodes.xml, search for the country that we want to change. We can copy all this information here, make it as a child of the config node, and all that needs to be done is just to change the regular expression. So I can remove this part and add a 5 in the braces. This means that the valid regular expression is 5 digits without the space. Save the XML file, clear cache. Now refresh the browser. And let's test our new validation rule. So first, let's do it with the space. You see that the message has changed and the example says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without the space. So test it. And now it's valid. There is another possibility that we can disable this validation at all. And that is if we set this active attribute of the code node to false. Again, clear the cache, refresh the browser, now I can write anything and the validation message won't be shown. Okay, so this was the quick tutorial where we learned how to validate the postcodes, and don't forget that if you want to learn some more stuff in Magento 2, visit my website at www.peterbritka.com, where you can find more tutorials and articles about Magento 2, and you can also sign up for my online course called Spam Protection Case Study, which is intended for new developers and anybody who wants to learn how to work with front-end mainly with layouts, templates, elements, blocks, so all the stuff that you will need to do in front end. And you will also learn how to attach your own logic to the system and create your own version of the module that will protect your site from unwanted spam and fake registrations. You will also learn some basic administration tasks, but this is mainly intended for the front end. So if you are new and want to have a good starting point in Magento 2, I suggest that you check out my online course. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in some future Magento 2 tutorial.